Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer and we're returning to our Let's Play of Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich Edition, where as the United Union of Britain, we are spreading communism around the world. Right now, we are supporting our brethren in Spain in their war against the Kingdom of Spain. We're doing fairly well. We've defeated the Carlists with our 3 motorized divisions down here, but I just decided that potentially we might want to switch up a couple of these guys so we have now a proper army structure down here. It's going to take a couple of days until all of our guys are over there and fine. Basically, we replaced one of our guys down there, and I think one thing that I want to do in the meantime is Percy Hobart, the gentleman who was commanding this down here. We're going to use him as our chief of staff. He's maneuver warfare. That does give us more soft attack on our motorized divisions and a little bit more division speed on everyone. So that I think is going to be a great addition to our army, and that should be fairly good. Meanwhile, in the homelands, we of course have lost a couple of commanders. That's okay. I think we will reassign them in due time. You guys can train up a little bit. I think the same is true over here, simply because we have just sent up some reinforcements and so on. Right, other than that, we are very much afraid that the next Weltkrieg is going to break out at some point soon. We are seeing German troops down here in Spain as well, so that is something that we do need to keep in mind. We do have a little bit of naval experience, not that much army experience, but maybe enough to at least edit this here further and add a recon company. Recon company would mean a little bit more health. Well, soft attack, all of this is pretty much irrelevant. The most important factor is going to be a little bit more infantry equipment. That's going to be okay. Support equipment we are a little bit short of, but that's not a big issue. All of these things are going up. Supply usage, weight, not that big a deal. I think the most important change is the recon ability, so that here does give us... Oh, it's also giving us more movement. I did not know. Reliability goes up a little bit, but reconnaissance, that is the one that I'm caring about the most. So you know what, let's apply that change already, and that means these guys here can train up already a little bit more. Good. These guys here are waiting for now, just regaining a little bit of their organization. Should be fine, and I think very soon we are going to see that these guys here will come into play, and I think at that point we will, at least in 13 days or so, we will be doing the next step down here. Or maybe even a little bit before that. So you are busy fighting an attack over here. Ideally we would like to bail out these guys down here, but I just don't see any chance of doing that. Simply because the combat with over there is too strong. But what we in fact might want to do... How long until you get here? 8 days. Okay, you know what? Let's attack anyway now. We are attacking this gentleman up here. We are a little bit stronger than he is. Even though he's dug in and this is in the mountains. Or hills at least. But that should be okay. 4 days. Will we see any tangible benefit from that? So we had 40 or so in the night. 80 during the day. 41. 83. 41, 40, 80, come on, when are you there? 0 days. Yeah, it seems like you're not doing that much, but you are giving us a benefit over here. I think their tactic has been countered, so their damage is going down a little bit. Not the overwhelming success I would have hoped for. And indeed, you know what, let's break off that attack and come down here, because I think there might be another chance of saving these guys down there, which would be great. If we can do this at all, I think we should try to do so. 43 over there. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the most likely route where we can attack. Although over here, that looks fairly good. Yes, we have indeed managed to cut these guys off there, so that is fairly fantastic actually. You here do need to stay in Valencia. I think these guys are attacking down there, so that's good. And you should probably stay like this. And what we might actually want to do is bring you up here. As long as these guys are not breaking out, I think we'll be alright over there. You know what? You might actually want to support this attack here. 80 over there. Yeah, but you're not coming out there, so yeah, we do have to cancel that. Industrial Veteran Program, that's extremely good. We have a new research slot, and I very, very much appreciate that. So, sort of late 1938, we could go for various of these things. They're all very useful. Engineering, we are researching this. Air Doctrine, would be good. Spitfire, I would really like to grab that. But I don't think it's viable for now. Naval Doctrine, we are researching that. Over here, in terms of escort ships, there's nothing that I really am that eager to grab. I mean, everything is good. But don't get me wrong, everything is good, but I don't think it's really required right now. Improved torpedo tubes would be excellent for us. Basic snorkel would also be great. On the other hand, just elastic defense over here, I think that would be great for us. On the other hand, if we get the army experience before that, that would also be fairly good for us. Tanks. I think it's time to start researching medium tanks. Oh well, let's grab the easy bits first, and then we're going to research tanks fairly soon. Right, over here we have covered their retreat, so that seems good. You guys are going over there. You're still defending though. That is nice. Ah, and now we encircled again. Pity. Okay, do try to capture this, because it is a harbor, and I think it would be good just to have that. Are you winning this yet? Okay, I think we'll not be able to manage to encircle them. We could attack into here, that should at least stop these guys from attacking. But I suppose we cannot win really against this one. So what we're going to do is try to attack the militia over here in the hope that we can overwhelm them. At the very least, we are doing twice as much damage as they are. And now they have gathered reinforcements, so that's a no-no. Hilly terrain down there. At least we have captured this area over there. I think these guys are potentially very weak, so let's try to attack here from two sides. That should be okay. Computing machine, also we should keep in mind that there's more stuff over there. Computing machine, I think I want to go to improve fire control systems so that we can upgrade our ships a little bit. And of course we do need to set a national focus. Can't do anything political. We can't, well, we could build up our civilian factories. Don't care about that this much right now. We could go for the Dickens plan and just get a little bit more naval doctrine stuff going, which wouldn't be the worst. But I think actually just reforming and building up this branch here would also be fairly good. New Anfield, so that is all going down there. This here is extremely good. Division organization plus 20%, max planning, and planning speed. That's very, very good. This would cost us a lot of political power. I'm not sure what this would do, because we don't even have the militias anymore, the militia national idea. I'm really tempted to see what this is going to do, so let's just grab it. I really don't know what it does. Right, we have more army experience. Do we want to reform our motorized divisions more? Do we need anything here? The field hospitals wouldn't be bad. Trickleback, piercing, experience loss. Would require more motorized equipment. I think it's a reasonable addition. Let's do it. Right, you guys are all trained up, so you can stop doing this. You guys are all good enough for now, I believe. Right. Well, yeah, I would really like to win this. And there might be a chance if we kick these guys out here, out of this conflict, then I think the other ones would be fairly easy to overwhelm. We are holding out down here, but just barely. And now we're being attacked over here. That doesn't seem to bode too well for us, even though we are doing a lot more damage than they are. We really need to win over here, but just doesn't seem possible. Do rejoin. We do need to break them, especially these guys down here. If we do break them, again we will be able to take out the other guys as well. We are now winning down there, so that's great. Yeah, so we have One against the one division, but not the other. And yeah, some of them are indeed now attacking us. Okay, let's regain some of our organization here. I think it's not that much we can do. We are winning down here, so that's great. Could modify our government, but I think we'll be spending a little bit of political power. You guys are all alright so far. I mean, we could even... I'm slightly concerned about this one division, but you know what? If the route to Madrid is open, then that is something that we are going to try to exploit. Amazing. We might just be able to take them out. No. Alright, but if we are not able to take them out there, then we might be able to at least cut off all of these guys from any supply. They're trying to capture us now. It is okay. I'd actually like to get over here. Is this hills? Yeah, it is. You are coming over here. Okay, let's try to get here via the mountains. You're defending fairly well. Yeah. Okay, these guys are... I suppose we will be able to overrun them? No. Ah, we are not. And we are now being cut off ourselves. Okay, come back. You try to defend him as well. Okay, everyone back here. That's great. Can we do more then? Can we sort of cut into their rear over here? I think we do need to come this way. And you potentially need to come up here. Good. Okay, you have all very good organization, so there's nothing we can do about that. But we can try to capture Madrid this way. Fall of Madrid. Excellent. Reports from Madrid confirm that the Spanish city has been captured by the advancing anarcho syndicalist troops. Very, very good. You gentlemen over here are going to retreat to there, I hope. Now we have more troops over here and they should be capable enough to defend that. That's okay. We've been reduced to that pocket up here. But at least these guys here should be in much more trouble. I don't think we'll be able to hold Madrid. And indeed it seems like a little bit like they are taking us now more strongly. That's okay. We have all in all I think captured enough of their territory. Right, it's unfortunate that these guys down there are cut off like that. Let's try to cut this guy off so that we have a strong position and stronger supply line for Madrid. So now we have two ways that Madrid itself could be resupplied, and I think that is good for us. Where's your capital now? Seville. Ideally we would crush them there, but I don't think that's going to be possible. We could also try to support this defense over here. It's across a river and these guys should be fairly out of supply now. And indeed they are. Let's come up over here. They will be attacking there. But again, I think once we are supporting this, we should hopefully be fine. Well, at least we are doing a lot of damage, but we are low on organization. This guy's alright, but we really need our third guy to be able to do anything over here. We have enough political power to do something, so what I would like to do is also take the same Percy Hobbit over here and use this for more motorized speed. We are losing over there. We are winning here, but that's not important because these guys are cut off. So what we might indeed want to do is we cannot keep one guy in Madrid itself just for the sake of it. So I think what we try to do is cut into these mountains. We are fairly fast now. Cut off the supply of all of these guys, then come down here. And I think just Spain will have to take care of this area by themselves. Right, and these two guys are now properly cut off. So we could cut into them from the side, but I think we have to actually reinforce this defensive line. We really don't need to, do we? Doesn't matter if they are... Well, it would be much faster if we win this though. So if we can make sure that we are winning over here. These guys are already suffering from the low supply. Very good. Yeah, I like this. Let's come over here. I think you are attacking to there. You're going there. That's okay too. Now you're attacking there again. And you actually were able to regain a little bit of your supply. There's some attacks happening on these guys up there. And I'm still concerned about our situation down there. And I think actually this is probably what we need to do. Yeah, okay. Let's have the Spaniards deal with this stuff over here. Let's bring you here. We are winning this attack. Let's bot these guys very quickly. There we go. Bring it down here. Wait for these guys to be gone. We gain a little bit of organization while we're waiting. There we go. And then you're coming down to Cartagena. I'm not quite sure how it's called. You'll be trying to cut us off, which I find very, very rude. Okay, I think we'll be able to quickly overwhelm them. And indeed we are, so that's great. You on the other hand do need to secure another supply line. Let's go this way. Okay, you've captured this. That's nice. Do come back. Ah, damn it. All of this has collapsed. Yeah, we really need our third guy. So, you know what? One thing that I think we should check is whether we can send additional volunteers. Maximum total limit is 3. Damn it. This is so tenuous now, and they are starting to look a little bit more like they are in the upper hand and cutting us off. Okay, and you... There's no point in you being here. You are re-establishing that connection, but that doesn't do us any good. I think we do need to come here and then try to do this. Just concentrate our forces a little bit more. We are doing too much over here at the same time. And we can at least connect these guys back up, but now these guys here are in deep, deep trouble. But you know what? Once this gentleman here, you withdraw. You attack there. I think this guy should be pretty exhausted. There we go. If we go over here, we should be able to reconnect fairly good. Bob these guys very quickly, just very localized defenses now, so that we are good. Very good. At least we are back in supply. That's great to see. We do probably need to do something about these guys over here, just so that they are reconnected. Spanish are being pushed back up there a little bit, and that is certainly not good. Yeah, let's get you over here. You into here. You here. Okay, that's fine. You'll come under attack now. Also okay. Let's bring you over here. In fact, let's get all of these gentlemen up there. We are under attack now. We will win fairly soon, I believe. We've certainly been kicked back from Madrid quite a distance now. Question is, can we save these guys? I think they are attacking into here, curiously enough. Or do we place a high emphasis on bombing these guys? Well, there are also a couple of guys retreating to this direction, so I think what we might actually want to do is grab all of these 3 guys, attack into here, join up as quickly as possible. There we go. You're now under attack again. Let's retreat here, just so our lines are open. Okay, all of you need to come back and defend this line over here. This is much more important. And our organization is really quite terrible. But the good thing is, if these guys here are attacking, and we did manage to save a couple of Spaniards over there, so that's nice. They're also coming up to defend us now, so great. And this infantry here should also be losing fairly quickly. We're going to use that opportunity to come up here, join this attack, hopefully really contribute soon. Yeah, there we go. This is going to be a tough fight, but I am hopeful that we are going to win this at some point. We have very little organization. Ooh, and there is the Civil War in India. Okay, we have too little organization in fact. Let's pull back. I don't think there's much sense in staying in that exposed a position. You are attacking there, so that's great, and I think you'll be able to just smooth this out more or less by yourself. So ultimately I think we are pretty much done down there, and the question is, what else do we really want to do? There's a very thin line of enemy troops up here, so it might be sensible to shift very quickly our focus. Yeah, this is a semi-pocket, but I'm not convinced that we are able to gain too much over there. Ultimately any weak point here would be nice, although these mountains... Okay, let's grab you via rail, let's move you up over here. Be on a completely new front. Newly Enfield. Good. So, we would be getting a research bonus for infantry weapons. Nice. And gains Republican Small Arms Factory Enfield, which grants weapons research speed, infantry soft attack. Give Birmingham a chance. Or stay flexible. Since we do already have the Republican Small Arms in Enfield, and Birmingham just seems to do exactly the same... Oh, not quite. You would have breakthrough in self-defense. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that. Well, Birmingham would be better, but honestly, just a 100% research bonus would be much nicer. On the other hand, I'm not sure whether this would apply already to the one that we are researching. Let's try to find out. Okay, you guys are all withdrawing. It's okay, I think you'll be winning over there, so... Our troops now over there. Ooh, and you're coming up there quite quickly. That is nice. We are seeing a little bit of a kerfuffle there. Let's bring you here. Bob these Germans. Always very good. Subsidiary carrier row, also very, very good force. We could do destroy sub detection plus 20%. Very, very good. Hunter killer groups. Cruiser sub detection. 10%, 20%. We don't really have enough naval experience though. We are trying to research this. It is nearly 1939, so I think concentrated industry number 3 would be very good to have. All of these things are very crucial as well. Naval doctrine, capital ships, escort ships. Capital ships. Yeah, the advanced Harrier hull would also be interesting, but it's not quite critical, so we really need to do that right now. Better artillery would also be great, but you know what, I think we are going to go for the tanks. I think we desperately need medium tanks. Good. You are attacking there, great, you've done that. You know what, actually we are going to come up to Madrid from the other side this time. And indeed we can capture it. Improved fire control system, great. Very good, fine force. This stuff, not really required right now. Yeah, well, and we're gonna have a bonus here that's be a little bit unmeaningful. 1939, we can research these items. Motor, Let's go for concentrated industry. It's always a very good thing if you can just produce more things. Right, so do we want to strike over here? Try to encircle more guys up there? At least disrupt their supply network? Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. Let's get you over here, and you can sort of come up this way. You are reacting to that fairly quickly, I have to say. Move you up there, and into here. You are coming under attack there already. You're now withdrawing. Okay, that's alright. Wait a minute, you are there, so I think we can go into here. Just cut off this guy very localized. I'm slightly concerned that we're going to be in a position like we were just a very short while ago, so let's try to prevent that. There's a battle over here, let's try to join that. And let's try to retreat over here. Get into Madrid. Regain some orc. We've been fairly head over heels over here, so I think that's fine. Oh, we have no national focus set. I'm stupid. Do we need both? All of the following for motorized research. Not that important then to me. Navy. Again, centralized command would be so great. This would cost us political power, but it's not that important. Women soldiers. Recruitable population factor plus 25%. Consumer goods factory 10%? Is that plus 10% or less 10%? I don't know. Tank research. We're doing a lot of these things right now anyway, so it's not really that we do required. Dickens plan. Naval doctrine, I think, seems fairly important to fight the Germans early on and just be able to do some crushing defeat on them. Support technology motorized. I don't think that is something that we do need right now. Although this is a 1939 technology, that would be good to have. You know what? Let's go for the Dickens plan. Fleet in being is what we are building our stuff on, so that is something that I do appreciate. Right, everything down here? Fine for now. Could start to research these, and indeed that might be good. Artillery, yeah, let's go for artillery. Since that is something that we do need to actively produce, I think that's appropriate. Let us attack the Germans. Are we winning? I have 3 divisions over there. That's a lot, but they are all very low in organization. At least all of our guys are back together and we never lost anyone. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. But at the same time, these guys are able to recapture this province, so we do need to come back there. Also defend on Madrid itself. Argentina declaring war on Uruguay. I think, isn't Argentina in war against already Paraguay and Chile? No, it seems they have peaced out. Or at least they're not actively fighting. Okay, but indeed the Spaniards have advanced a little bit over here, so that is great to see. Because that means as soon as we're going to win over here, which should be fairly soon. Okay, yeah, let's come over there. And you gentlemen can come up here. Support this attack. Make them lose a division in the process. Come here. Uruguay has capitulated. Well, that was quick. And you can support this attack. Support equipment being researched. Nice. There is a very, very good benefit on this. But not important. So infantry equipment is mostly done. Artillery equipment being done. Medium tanks, we are doing that. Is it time to go back to Blitzkrieg? Don't think so for now. Could develop further our submarine, our basic ships, which wouldn't be a terrible idea. Heavy cruisers. That is something that soon we're going to get a good benefit on. Aircrafts, good. 380 days, that's too far away. Operational integrity. Or just straight out stuff down here. Better radar. Which we can also put on our ships. Let's research that. And I think we have the better fire control, but we are still building up some of our shipping up here. can actually have a look down here. Do we have another anti-submarine dude? Yes, we do. Let's bring you over here. Let's ask you to train up. I think these guys here are probably trained up enough. Yes, you are. You can merge back into this. Yes. And you can merge back into this, I suppose. Well, not quite. You are annexing stuff. You guys should be fairly good. Yeah. In fact, some of you are now in lead. That's okay. We didn't burn too much fuel, I suppose. And you guys here are doing fine as well. Good. Okay, let's refocus on Spain. Yeah, I think we'll be doing fine, okay over here. I mean, this attack probably not that important right now. Because where would we be going from here? We could circle around there, I suppose. But I think our Spanish friends are doing some good things down there, so I think that is appreciated. Good. So, where do we stand? Dickens' plan, we are building up our navy. We are really gaining some strength for the coming storm. And that is going to be the Weltkrieg. I suppose it's going to start in 1939. If not, we do very much have an eye on the development in the United States. It's a little bit unfortunate that the Syndicalists seem to be winning. I would very much appreciate, well, one way or another we do need to attack Canada. How is it looking down here? Our Syndicalist friends are actually attacking Canada. Can I sort of invite you? Could send an attaché for 100 political power. Can I send you volunteers? Could certainly at least send you military stuff, like rifles. Let's send you 2,000 rifles. Interestingly, you have a bit of a bot up there. And some guys are down here. Yeah, and it's mostly the Entente, our arch enemies. So we'll probably have to focus on that once we have one in Spain. And I think very soon I will be feeling quite comfortable to potentially reach out and start the war with the Entente itself. Hopefully Germany is... I mean, once Spain is secured, I think France will be able to contain Germany a little bit more. And that should be hopefully enough to support us there. You're not training up, everyone is good. So yeah, I think that is going to be alright. Well, you guys could be training up. I think you only have infantry equipment. Is it that important? We are short on support equipment and motorized equipment by 500 support equipment. It's quite a bit. We are producing 5 a day, so that's about 100 days. Production efficiency is of course going to go up. This is about 30 days, so in fact we might actually squeeze in a little bit more support equipment at the expense of motorized equipment. Although very soon we are going to think about... We only have 5 guys? 5,000 guys? We only have 5,000 guys. Did we lose that many in Spain? Or are we just recruiting more? I think we're just recruiting more. Yeah, but soon we are going to have to think about how we get more recruitable population. Extensive conscription is going to increase training time, but that's fine. And that will allow us to build up our tank force. We have a very small base of manpower. That being said, thank you very much for watching, guys. Do leave a like and all of that, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.